Always. It's a podcast.
I like that one better.
That one's better.
Yeah, I do like that one.
And by that one, you mean the theme song, which we're going to do a different one every single week. And we can take turns if you want. I mean, you've got 18 kids.
Yeah, I was going to say that's another good job for you to do.
Yes, I'll do that with my minus zero kids. How you going?
Good. Did you bring in your thing for the week?
I did. Also, I just want to say we've had a little bit of a rebranding.
Revamp, lighting.
As you can see here, a bit of lighting. We've got some new chairs. I seem to have a very comfortable chair. Your chair not so comfortable.
Mine feels a bit more like a schoolyard.
I feel like it's. I'm actually like just. This is my way of just letting you know that I'm in charge.
I feel like I'm in trouble from the get-go. But I did do my homework.
Oh, good. So just explain what that is again.
It's item of the week, isn't it? Where you just got to bring in some random thing to kick it off.
Yeah, every week, every single episode, we bring in a random thing from outside and then we talk about it and put it on the wall so we have a big collection.
Mm-hmm.
And you, go first. What do you got?
You sound very excited about yours, so I'll go first.
Okay.
I was doing a bit of cleaning up in the garage and going through a lot of old stuff, and I found the old McDonald's Encouragement Award.
Please face towards McDonald's Musselbrook and Singleton Encouragement. What? What's the date on that?
26th of the 10th, 95. So I was 15.
When do you get encouragement awards? Is that from footy?
Well, this was excellent netball skills. It says on it. I don't even remember playing this netball.
Is it yours?
It is Glenn Fraser, although it's only got one end, so I'm a bit dubious about that.
Is there any girls called Glenn with one end?
I don't know. Glenn Close. I think she was an actor.
Oh, I thought it was a man.
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it is. And it just got me thinking about back in the day, McDonald's was a huge thing for kids.
Massive.
Like we never, ever ate McDonald's. And even if one of us, I've one of three boys, got McDonald's.
Wait, you can't just, no, we're not going on. We're not moving forward. You never ate McDonald's as a kid.
No, that's why the encouragement award was such a big deal. So if any one of us won it, me or my brothers, we could go to McDonald's. That child got to get it, and the other two had to sit there and like smell it in the car. And it was kind of like, well, if you guys want it, you do better next week. But I don't remember the netball.
Wait. You didn't grow up poor.
No, I know.
You didn't grow up poor, but you didn't have McDonald's.
That's right, because we made it. We made everything.
Ken and Nolene Fraser should have fed this kid some more McDonald's.
No, because we were like a homemade family. Everything was made at home.
Oh,
you wanted McDonald's. Mum would make burgers.
You're one of those.
Yeah.
Ingredients house.
Ingredients house, yes. We were. So we're allowed to eat whatever we want pretty much, but we had to make it.
Well, what if you wanted, say, Chinese takeout?
We got Chinese once when Dad won on the races. I remember it vividly because he like came home, like must have had like a few beers, a big win on the trots or whatever it was. It was like Chinese food. We thought it was this exotic gourmet food, greatest thing ever. I remember getting it once. Just for the record, I had an amazing upbringing, like childhood. My parents are so good, but there is a lot of material there.
So I need to unpack this. Okay, so just say you're at home, it's Sunday afternoon, everyone's a bit tired, it's been a big week, we're chilling out, and you go, oh, Mum, maybe we should get some pizzas, like get some pizzas delivered. What would happen?
Always, we're a big freezer family too, lots of freezers. There would be pizza bases in the freezer. And then it was like, create your own pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember getting ordered pizza either.
Yeah, wow.
So I do remember when I first moved out of home, it was like the greatest, most liberating thing, going to the shops by myself and buying all my own food for the week. It was amazing. It would have looked like your cupboard growing up.
Yeah.
Like it was like ice cream and donuts. I remember that was like the first night. That's what I had for dinner.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was the best thing ever. I was like, I could do this every night if I want.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Yeah, it was better than getting my peas.
Just as a chat, like just to compare. I don't want to be competitive.
Yeah.
So with my house, I guess I was a really big eater. I guess I am a big eater. I guess I'm a glutinous bastard. Is that what you say? Glutinous?
Gluttonous?
Gluttonous. I'm not gluten free. I'm glutton free. No, I'm not even gluten free. Everyone used to have their food and everything like that, but then there'd be the Jake shelf. So Mum would say, "I'll get you whatever you want on your shelf at the start of the week on the Monday. Whatever you want, I'll get a packet of biscuits for every day of the week. I'll get this for and it's enough food for a giant man to eat a lot of food every day for the week." She goes, "Once it runs out, that's it. No more." So I'd eat it on the first day.
And there'd be nothing left.
No, then I just eat all the other food because it's like my mum. She's not going to tell me not. Don't want to say no. You know, "Oh, Mum, I'll just have your." Oh God, Jake.
Was it like Tim Tams?
Yeah, I'd have a packet of biscuits every day, whatever I wanted. I'd eat a couple of loaves of bread a day and 2 litres of milk. Just a pig, absolute pig.
I just remember so many Wheat Bix. It was like Wheat Bix in summer, porridge in winter.
Yeah,
It was like 2 meals. And even to now, I don't think I've eaten a Wheat Bix since I moved out of home.
Really?
Nah, I said like I see him and I just go, no, I've had enough. I've had my quota for my like I don't need to eat anymore.
I love Weet-Bix.
Yeah, like I feed them to my kids now. It's like they're good for you. Weet-Bix good for you.
That's interesting. Are you an ingredients household now?
Half and half because sometimes I'll get a bit lazy and it's just straight on the pizza.
Yeah, okay.
Or like normally I'll cook say Monday to Thursday and then Friday to Sunday is just free for all, which I think is a fair deal.
I reckon that's a nice halfway, nice balance.
So I'm not quite ingredients, but I'm not quite Griggs extravagance.
Yeah, you're just normal. My parents are always big on food. Like I remember, I think that we just loved food. Like we always eating prawns and everything, like everything you can imagine we eat, but we'd probably suffer in other ways. But we just make sure we ate well all the time. That was the priority. Whereas your guys' priority might have been, it definitely wasn't to renovate the house. That's never been happened.
No, it's still the same house. I think I still have the same bed there. Their priority was, I think, early retirement, and they got it.
They got it. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But just before I tell you about my little show and tell, how often did you play netball?
I honestly don't remember playing, but I do remember getting them from footy, and it was the greatest thing ever. If you got the encouragement award, so you got the cheeseburger meal.
You're quite old there, 15 years old there.
Yeah, that's like year 9.
Year 9 playing netball.
In Muswellbrook and Singleton.
What is going on?
I don't know. I'm going to have to go through the archives. Mum will know. She would have had to drive me out there. But why would I wouldn't have driven out there to play netball. Are you going to tell me
you're about to tell me you're a rep netball player and you don't remember?
Add it to the list. Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember getting those awards. It was really good. I just added it to my bag of McDonald's that I already had.
Yeah, so you just got McDonald's on the Monday and the Tuesday.
No, I mean I got the cheeseburger meal added to my Big Mac meal that I already had that same day.
Straight to the shelf. Yeah. All right, well, I'll pop him on the wall then.
Yeah, pop him on the wall. Oh, very good. So for my show and tell, I've probably got something that's pretty important. What I've brought in, I've brought in a contract.
Oh, it looks like a handwritten.
It's a handwritten contract, not in blood, in biro.
Okay.
Would you like me to read it out? I'm going to get you to sign it too if you approve.
Okay, yeah, right. Far away.
I've signed it already. All right, here we go. I, Jake Grigg, swear that I will not cut my hair or my beard until we finish recording 100 episodes of the Oral Waste podcast or until one of our videos gets 1 million views, whichever comes first.
Oh, far, that's such a good idea.
What do you reckon? Dedication?
Can I redo my show and tell?
I feel like yours was great. I feel like we really learned a lot about you.
Yeah, I know. It's like sitting on the couch. It's like a psychiatrist session, eh?
So that's what I reckon. That's the plan. I'm just gonna let it all go until something happens with this.
So 100 episodes. What's the time frame on that at our current trajectory?
Well, currently we're doing one every 2 weeks, so it's 4 years.
Oh, far, that's a big commitment. Do you reckon there's more chance of getting the 1 million views?
I reckon there's more chance of us end up doing more than one a fortnight, more than one episode a fortnight. But I truly believe in it. And also I want to grow my hair.
Do you know what you'll look like? Like, have you had a beard grow for that long?
No, but
Not a
I've
beard.
had a sort of a beard and sort of long hair, but I was also like 30 kilos heavier. So I just looked like a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, okay. So we need to work on the food. Get Jake's shelf back.
Yes. So can you sign this for us?
Yes, yeah. You got a pen there?
Oh, actually, I just thought like there's no like I mean it's a contract. If I break the contract, nothing matters. So what if? There we go. What if I break this contract, which highly likely I will, I have to do a whole podcast in my undies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you if we give up, like if something happens,
Yeah.
the last parting episode is you in your undies.
Yeah, or if I come in like next week with my beard shaved, I've got to do it. I've got to do it in my
Oh,
undies.
right. Yeah. Okay.
All right, sign that one.
Sign
for us,
away.
please, yeah. What did you think when I pulled out contract? You're like, what the fuck?
It's so rare. I just never know what's coming. Like when you said, I'm really excited about my one. I don't know if you're going to like pull out a dwarf and go, I've got a third person for our show. Like I never know what's coming through the door.
I'm just putting this thing on the wall. I'm just going to put it up there. Hang on. You can talk.
Yeah, behind the extra. Yeah, that's a good one. The contract. That's commitment.
Oh God, I'd really hope 100 episodes comes quick, or we get a lot of views, because otherwise I'm going to look like an absolute piece of shit.
What is the secret to? There is no secret, is there, to views and likes and things like that? Like, if there was, everyone would do it.
I'm sure there is. I don't know. I just reckon just do the best you can and have fun, and then hopefully it works.
And hope people like it.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm just getting that thing out of the way.
Is that annoying you? Is it the?
Just make a noise when it's tingling.
Oh, right. I'm with you. Professional rebrand, but
Rebrand, yes.
some technical issues.
Yeah, so anyway, I got an idea for a thing that we should do each segment. Well, it's actually your idea, but I'm claiming it. It's called Yuck or Yum. Right, so we say Yuck or Yum. We go through a few things. If you like them or don't like them, and explain why.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start. I've got some written down here.
Oh, you've done a bit of homework this week.
Yeah,
you brought the notepad.
Yeah, I brought a notepad. I also brought a studio here.
I bought myself.
Yeah, you brought a chair that was too rickety and we couldn't put it in here.
Made too much noise, yeah.
All right, Yuck or Yum. When someone says, I told you so.
Oh, that is yuck. Most things will be yuck. I reckon there's about 4 things in the world that I do like.
This game's going to be easy then.
Yuck or yucca.
Yeah. Isn't that the worst?
Yeah. It's like the armchair critic, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Always the people that like never do anything and have never done anything, but I always sit back and go, yep, knew that'd happen.
Yeah, and it's just the beauty of hindsight. You know?
Told you so.
It's like, don't do that. Do something, and then they're like, told you so. It's like, I just want to fucking rip your head off.
Yeah, that's a definite yuck, that is.
That's no good, eh? What's the opposite of I told you so? Nothing. Don't say anything. If you're a person that says I told you so, don't say anything from now on. When you're like, oh, I said that. Instead of saying I told you so, just keep your mouth shut. They know that you said it. They know. You know what I mean? Like, I know we spoke about it earlier.
I don't need you to reinforce my foolish behaviour.
Just don't say anything and they'll like you more. You'll make more friends.
Like, when was the last time someone like interrupted you, said, I'll say like, thank you for correcting me. I feel much better after that.
Oh, wow. You know what? You saying I told you so really made me change my attitude towards what I did earlier. What a load of shit.
Oh, it kills me.
So that's a yuck. All right. It's a weird one. It's probably a yuck for me. Actually, no, I'm going to say yum. This is a yum for me. I like doing it.
Doing what?
Accepting cookies on a website.
I get paranoid about this shit, hey? Oh, yeah, like go to look up something and then it says, do you accept cookies? And I just go, I really want to read it, but if I click something, it goes straight to my bank details.
Yeah, so
I'm sure of it.
I love accepting the cookies because I want to be tracked. I want to be followed.
Oh, that's the secret.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's the
secret.
secret.
Just accept all the cookies on all the websites. You get all these followers, but they're just not the type of followers you're after.
I actually don't even know what cookies are.
Me either.
Like,
That's why it's such a risk. It's so fun. And they name it. You know what they do? I reckon they name it something really cute. So you think, oh, it's just the cookies.
Yeah.
But it's probably just someone fully spying on your entire life.
It's like, yeah, we've got another one here. Yeah.
Open the cookies. Here he goes. So what else we got? Yuck or yum? Meticulously splitting bills.
Oh, it depends on what I ate.
Do tell.
I do, but I don't like to say that I do. I like to think that everyone should know what it is. So is it like, say, if you go out for dinner with 4 people and it comes to $100, everyone had a main and an entree, I'd just say 25 each. I'm fine with that. I wouldn't go, you had this, you had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. That's that scenario. But what scenario is it? What scenario is splitting the bill?
I think if, say, you went somewhere and you just got the Caesar salad and then someone clearly got the lobster mornay, and then there was like, well, we'll just do an even split. He's got like $120 bill. Yours was like 14. Then I would say,
if it's that much, okay.
yeah, like if there's but if honestly, if it's a group of friends, you never do it, so I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, me too. In fact, like there's been times where there's been a group of friends and then someone said, oh, let's have a look who's paying what, and then it was about to ruin my night. So I just pay for everyone.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with that. I pay for everyone. It's going to ruin my night. I don't want to think about all the money in that. Let's move on.
I do know that's a thing of yours.
Yeah.
As soon as it gets to the people like pulling out calculators and working, you're just like, I'll pay if this never has to happen.
That's right. Just leave. That's where I see value. I see value in my time.
In time.
And the moment. I like the moment. And that ruins the moment for me.
Yeah.
Should we do another one or what?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all yuck. I'm going to see if I can find one that you like and I don't, because that would be fun. Okay, this is definitely one. Yuck or yum. Non-fat, light, no sugar foods.
Can't stand it.
Can't.
Hate it. I'll miss out. I hate it so much. Like reduced sugar sauce, low salt, reduced stuff like that. I'll just miss out. I need to have full fat, full sugar, full everything, or I just won't have it.
I love that.
I don't like to like cut and go, oh, it's all right, I can have it. It's low fat. It's like, it's reduced sugar. It's like, no, just have it in its form, how it's meant to be. And if you're on a diet, just don't have it.
It's a yum for me. I love it. I love it. You know why? Because as we spoke earlier, I eat in quantity. Or I eat a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I just say, like I find the yogurt that I can have where I can eat a kilo of it, which would be the same as having 300 grams. So I can eat a kilo of yogurt for the same amount of calories for that, so that I can still get my belly full without, turning into a blob.
Right. So would you do the math like a kilo of 50% free yogurt, 50% sugar free, or half a kilo of full sugar yogurt?
Sorry, I did not understand the question.
So you can have twice as much because there's half as much sugar in it. Or would you rather than have the small one that's just the full taste?
Well, I can't have the small one because I can't stop. I can't stop until I'm completely full. So if I have the full cream one or whatever, the full sugar one, I will still eat a kilo of it.
Oh, okay.
Because I need a kilo of yogurt like a normal person to be full.
Yeah.
So maybe it's got something to do with my mental health.
You need to be full.
Yeah, I need to be full, otherwise I can't stop.
Full's your big thing.
Full.
Okay, see, I reckon I'd go for taste. And
taste.
I think I only get hungry once a day, I reckon.
Really?
Like I get hungry about 11 o'clock, and that's when I'll eat probably the most thing, and then that's it.
Well, I'm in a constant state of hunger, and I spend my entire day trying not to feel hungry, and then the only time I don't feel hungry is when I'm literally full, which is right now. I just ate so much food, and I feel great. I'm not thinking about it.
What'd you have for dinner?
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there right now. But I had a lot. I had enough to feed a family of 6.
Oh, far out.
Yeah.
But you're doing all your running and stuff like that, so it's got to. Otherwise, you'd be massive.
No, it's low fat. I'm telling you, low fat, low sugar. That's otherwise I'd be massive. Anyway, I'll just say, do you have any yucks or yums before we move on?
Probably people that stall when the light goes green and they're first in line. It's probably one of my. Oh, I'll ask you.
Yeah. Maybe I asked you a few.
Yeah,
maybe you asked me a couple, mate.
I'll
And
ask
you
you
say
one.
yuck or yum. Jake, here's a question for you.
Here's a question
This
for you.
is not a segment about what you hate.
So you know when you pulled up in the car and it's red light, the person's first in line, and it goes green and they dawdle.
Yes.
And you're like 4 cars back, and you can see them just there like going, oh, I'll just check left and right, and then pull out. And I just think if you're like 5 or 6 cars back, and you don't make that light, I would want to kill that person.
Okay. Well,
what would you?
Okay,
what would you do?
So I don't think a yum, but I'm going to say yum just because I want to. I like people that do that.
Safety conscious?
No, because they're obviously very busy on their phone. You know what I mean? They're on their phone. They've got things to do. They're probably talking to their mum. You know what I mean? You can't just look at those situations and just think everyone's the same. Their mum might have cancer, and they're just talking to their mum with cancer, and then who cares about the green light? You know what I mean? Don't judge everyone.
Oh, I know, but I do. I sit back there and I go, what is he doing?
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah. I also hate when people give you directions to somewhere, even when you tell them that you're going to go on the GPS. You know, when they go, hey, when someone says, hey, do you know where you're going? Yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm going to use the GPS. Yeah, so what you do is you go left. I'm like, and I've even, like, because I have to go to places with my job all the time, and people have to give me directions. I am at the point now where then when they try to give me directions after I've said I don't need them, I say, stop. I do this. I say, stop. I'm going to use my GPS. I don't need your directions. And do you know what? Probably 2 times out of 3, they just don't listen. They can't stop until they give you directions.
It's such a boomer trait, don't you reckon?
Oh my God!
I'm good for 2 turns. After that, it's gone. They go left up here. Then you'll see John here that lives in this house. Knock on his door. He'll tell you that's a right, but it's not a right. Yeah, it's not a right. You got to keep going straight. Just follow your nose. Follow your nose.
Yes.
I'm just going. I've switched off. I don't know any of this.
Exactly. And now I'm at the point where if someone really gives me directions hard when I don't want them, I pretend to listen to them. I don't. And then when I finally get to their house, I stop for a coffee on the way. And I get to the house, they're like, hey, you going? I go, sorry, I lost my way.
I got lost.
Yeah, I got lost. And then, like, fuck off. Piss off.
Yeah, fuck that one. It does. It kills me.
It does kill me. I hate that.
Boomer directions.
Boomer directions are the worst. Hey, so here's a thing. So we've put the first episode out last fortnight, and we've had a bit of feedback. You interested?
Oh, this is like probably the thing that I'm most nervous about.
What you're most nervous about? Positive or negative feedback, or just feedback in general?
Just feedback, because I'm not a very online-y out there kind of person. I find it really daunting that it's gone out into the airwaves.
Well, here we go. Use me as the filter. So let all the comments and everything come through me, and then I'll just filter them out, and I'll just take on all the shit or the goodness, and then I'll just drip feed you the good ones.
But I'm also very curious as well. Like it's
curious.
Like a conundrum.
Curious. Well, now that you're curious, I'm going to give you a comment here. All right. So we put up a little video about your style of camping, where you camp at go camping at a B&B.
The Airbnb
in the backyard. And a couple of comments. One's Photosynthesis 858 said, how can he even call himself a man?
Well, it's probably got a point there. But what is the measure of a man? Like, say I did that, but I also reverse park a trailer.
That's right.
Like, credits are up and down, aren't they, for measure of a man?
100%. Also, how does he know that you do call yourself a man? You might not.
I never claimed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
Another comment on that video was on TikTok, and that one said, that's not camping, that's squatting.
But we check out. Like, it's not like I booked the house for like 3 nights and, you know, put the key back properly and clean up and empty the dishwasher.
So that's not a comment. That's just a made up thing, whatever that guy said. Like, shut up.
Squatting.
It's funny though.
So do they say, I think isn't there some algorithm for every like negative comment means you get like 100 or 1,000 people that like you?
I have no idea, mate. All I know.
Someone told me that once.
No, I don't know, mate.
As soon as you've got a hater, it's like balanced out with heaps of people that. Any positive comments?
No, but we do have on every episode we have a poll. So we're putting up a poll that you can find through Spotify or whichever streaming service you use. A poll relating to the episode. So the main part of the last episode was which body part would you lose worldwide, and there was 3 options, and it was teeth, penis, or legs. And we had 3 votes.
Oh, yeah.
And they all voted for the same thing, and that was penis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you got 3 accounts?
Yes. I did it. Just so I'd win.
So you'd win.
Yeah.
I have had a few people talk about that actually, like give me their 2 cents on the body part thing. It was, it was good feedback.
That's fun. If anyone listening or whatever, just comment whatever you want and I don't know, give us some feedback, tell us what's going on. I don't know. Is that what you say?
Yuck our yum.
Yuck our yum. Yeah, give us a yuck or yum. Yeah. How fun. That was fun. All right. I feel like I'm just going to settle down. I feel like I've got a bit out then. I'm just going to chill.
Well, I have to settle down because I just had the biggest Bucks weekend ever of my life, I reckon.
Did you?
On the weekend, it was insane.
Where did you go? Don't say camping.
No, it was up at the Hunter Valley. I'm going camping tomorrow, but it was up at the Hunter Valley for a good friend of mine's Bucks party. And man, Bucks parties like over 40 is mental. Like it was a 2-nighter. So obviously everyone gets so excited on night 1 and then you just cooked for night 2. But they had all the activities on night 2.
So that makes
which was
it
like the
hard.
wine tours, there was strippers. And the strippers. I'm not a stripper guy at all. I can't stand it. But anyway, they got there. They were there for 4 hours. Started at 7 o'clock.
Wait, the strippers?
The strippers got there on the Saturday night and they were booked for 4 hours, which is insane. I think they were there for serving drinks. But anyway, they came in and straight away it was just G-string and nothing else. Walked into the house.
Well, that's not stripping.
Yeah, they just came. It was just like
that's not stripping at all.
Girls came into the thing, and everyone at the sale was like, "Whoa, hey, what's going on?" And then, after about half an hour, I was like, "Do you reckon we could just get them to go out and put on like some tracksuit pants, volleys, shirt, and a hoodie?" And then slowly drip feed. Like I think we could start it again.
Wait, that's reverse stripping.
Yeah, like but
Put
like
on clothes.
Go out and then come back in, and then everyone can go like, some new people have turned up, and then like every half hour, whatever, like that, you lose a new thing.
But don't you think when you see the naked or a woman's naked body for the first time, you can never see it again for the first time?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what I mean? So the excitement is gone.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it just went to 100% straight away, and then there was really nowhere to go from there.
Did you have any conversations with the ladies?
Well, everyone was funny because we were so had such a big one the night before. Everyone was like kind of chilled, drunk the second night. So they came in, like no one had the energy or anything like that. So everyone was just like playing pool and chatting, just going, so what do you do outside of this? And like it wasn't. And I remember talking to him, just going, is this like one of the easiest gigs you've ever had in your life? Because I always think I go for strippers. They must, when they pull up in the car, whatever the venue is, there's that line where they're in the car and they go beyond that door. They don't know what could happen.
That's right.
They could be a bunch of I don't know, bikie or just bad people, whatever like that, come in. Or I said, you've hit the jackpot here. You've come through the door and there's like 20 of the biggest wieners you've ever met in your life that cause you no trouble at all. They're on the phone saying to the security guard, look, go get a beer. There is no trouble here at all. Like these guys are doing nothing.
Oh my God. But when's the last time you've sort of walked to a door and opened just before you opened it and thought, I have no idea what's going to happen? Because I mean, that would be pretty fun. Think of how exciting that would be. I don't want to take my clothes off, but imagine if a couple of times a night you get to open a door and just have no idea what's going to go on.
Oh, okay. So you don't know what your job is. It's nothing. It's just like
no. You know what you're doing, but you can't. You don't know what's happening in where you're going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would freak me out. But especially being a stripper, especially.
Oh yeah,
it's so vulnerable, isn't it? Like
being a stripper would be very, very hard.
I was like, do you not get nervous before it and worried about where the night could go beyond that door?
I worked with a male stripper, not stripping, but I worked at his other job with him, and I had a lot of questions for him back in the day. And I think he just liked dancing. I just like dancing and I like the money. That's what he said.
Oh, well, it's probably not a bad gig for it then, is it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be an accountant if that's your passion.
Male strippers, yeah, the dynamics are a bit different there, but do you think?
Well, because of the windmill.
Yeah. not just the physical dynamics, but
I thought you meant the aerodynamics.
Yeah, just
Woo!
creating drag, yeah. Yeah, it was bizarre. I don't know why. I was really thinking about it at the time, just going far out. That would be very daunting.
Yeah, that would be daunting. I reckon. I don't know what would be more daunting. I'll be honest with you. At my age, being a stripper and going and stripping for people, or going to a 2-night bucks party. I feel like that would be worse.
I had anxiety for weeks leading up to it as well.
Oh my God.
I was like, because everything was so methodically planned, like this, we're doing this at this time, this at this time, everything was like that. I was just like, every day it would get closer. I was like, I've no control in this situation. Like, because I usually like to bail when I've had enough.
Yeah.
I love having that out. What I'm like with that.
I'm the same. I know as well. Yeah.
I'll just like go to somewhere and just have the time of my life, everything. Oh, he's having the best night. And then I'll just, all of a sudden I'll go, that's enough. I won't say anything.
Yeah.
I'll just like leave and then I'll send the host a message the next day.
Every time you leave at a function like this, I always say to the boys, go, Glenn Phantom. And they all go, good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him. I wish I was him. They all say that.
It is like, but I need to have had like a heap of like good laughs and catch up with people. But then it will just get to a moment where I've scanned the room, I've caught up with everyone, had the good times, and I go, that's enough for me.
That's enough, yeah.
Yeah. Leave on the high, or on what I think is a high.
I used to do it all the time. I was like renowned for it, to the point where at the start when I was younger, I used to fan them all the time, and everyone used to get angry. Back in the day when you're partying, don't leave. And everyone got so angry at me for the start, but then I did it so much that it just became, Jake's just doing his thing. Just doing his thing. So then it got to the point where I could fan him whenever I want, no one would care, but then no one would care, and that would annoy me. So then what I'd do now is I would say to everyone, I'm going, and then leave.
No, don't go.
No, they wouldn't give a shit anyway. Turns out they didn't like me. So, yeah.
Well, there was a little add-on to not keep going back to the stripper thing, but it was getting late. Like the second night, they were there at 7. It got to about 10, and I was wrecked. And they were like, the actual show is like at 11.
Oh.
The house, and I was like, I've had enough. I'm not interested. I don't want to watch the show or anything. What is the show? The show was when they turn up with nothing on.
They got music, do they?
Yeah. So I jumped. I smoke bombed, went into my room, and I laid in my bed, and I built up like a bit of a fort, because it was like a queen bed. So I was on the far side from the door, and I built it up with like pillows and bags. So if anyone came in, they go, well, there's no one in here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I was there just like laying back having a good snooze at 10 o'clock. The buck comes in, blind. He's wasted. He goes, Fraze, they're just about to do the show. Quick, come out here. And I was just like, sorry, just having a lay down.
Oh, wow. So you got away with it?
Yeah, I had to go and watch it. Like I got called out by the buck. So I just like popped up out of bed and went out and watched the show from afar. And there's actually a photo of everyone sitting in a ring watching the show. I'm behind all the chairs, standing there, arms folded, just like watching next to the security guard. And I was like, do anything after this, or what are you trying to make small talk?
God, they have security guards, hey?
There was one guy, so there was 2 girls, and there was one guy that just kind of kept an eye on things.
What an interesting world.
Yeah. Oh, it's bizarre to me. But yeah, I got caught smoke bombing.
Smoke bonging. You got caught smoking marijuana in front of strippers? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what kind of life do you lead?
Oh, that sounds like a heaps more exciting weekend than mine. That's for
Still
sure.
recovering, I reckon. You know, they say you get like brain fog from COVID and long COVID and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think you get that from 2-day bucks parties now as well.
Oh, long
Just
hangover.
like still a bit fuzzy.
Anyway, all right, so I've got an idea for a segment. It's going to be might be confronting, but like I've got to get rid of this beard somehow. So I need to.
Oh, okay.
So I've got an idea. The segment is called "Call a Friend, Tell a Lie." Okay. So the idea is that just say we can start off with someone that whatever. I'll pick someone that you know, that we both know, or someone that you know, and then I have to tell you a lie for you to call them up and tell them live on this show.
Okay, you go first.
So what do you mean? So you do it to me first?
No, you do the ringing.
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. So the idea is, it's called call a friend, tell a lie. You have to tell me who to call and what to say, what lie to say, and I'll call them right now, live on air.
Okay, well, it's not that late, so I think you should be able to call your mum and say that you used to throw out all the food that was on your shelf. You never ate it at all.
She's not even going to know what I'm talking about here. So what do I say? I got to say, hey, Mum, I used to have a shelf with all the food. I used to throw it all in the bin.
Yeah.
And when I was just, okay, this is going to be terrible.
And then say, anyway, Mum, got to go. Oh.
Hey, babe.
Hey, how you going?
Good. How are you, love?
Yeah, good. Look, I've just got something to tell you.
What is it?
You know,
You're gonna be a father.
no. I
Hang on a second. Yeah, go on.
you know when we used to live at Davistown.
Oh, I don't want to hear any shit about when you were young and the drugs and all the shit you used to take. I don't want to hear about that.
I'm not talking about that.
Are you pissed?
No. You know how we used to have
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything about when all the stuff you made me feel like a bad mother about.
No, I'm just saying when there was like, remember in the pantry where I had my own shelf where I used to get all the biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to throw them out in the bin.
You did not, you fucker. I saw the all empty packets in your bag. Under your bed.
I'm sorry, Mum. It's just you're just on the podcast. Sorry, I just got told that I have to call you and tell you that. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you dickhead. What about the mouse that was living under your bed eating all the empty packets?
Oh my God. Oh, I love you. I gotta go. I love you.
Bye.
That fucking backfired so hard. That was the heaviest backfire.
It's a bad segment.
That was the heaviest backfire. I am so embarrassed. What the hell?
Oh my God. It's like your mum was waiting for you to ring, and just if he rings, I've got a list of all these things. I'm just going to say, better not be this, better not be this.
Oh my God. Mum. Sorry. So, oh wow. I'm like sweating. I'll show you. You're next week, mate. You are next podcast. Yeah.
Oh,
get ready. It's brutal.
It's an awful segment.
That is one of the. You know what's funny? It's like it was really hard to tell the lie. Like it was all funny. It was all funny. But then when I said I threw them out, like it was really hard. Even though it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
Is
like,
it good? Did you feel bad to tell her that you threw out the biscuits? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I just felt like I didn't want to lie to my mum. You know, and it was real. It was so much harder. Like, originally with this segment, I was like, oh, we'll do something heavy, like ring up and say, like, whatever, it's something heavy. But I feel like even the smallest lie is really, really hard.
That's
jeez,
brutal. I'm sweating for you,
man. I am sweating. I'm hot. That oh mate, you're you're gone next episode. It's yours, 100%.
And that might be the end of that.
We'll see how it goes. Hey? Oh man, I need a drink of water. That was brutal, eh?
Nothing must shock your parents but by now, eh?
Mate, I've put him through the ringer.
That's what I mean. They'd be like, what is he ringing about now?
I know.
What is it this time?
And they just know that I'm full of shit too. So it's just like, I don't know. Like the amount of times I've made up lies to my mum when I was younger, and then, 20 years later, she's like, "Oh, Jake, remember when you rode that camel through over the harbour bridge? Like when you're in the band and that?" And I was like, "No, Mum, I didn't do that." She goes, "You lying bastard! You made me believe it." I just used to, I don't know, make it sound like my life was more exciting than it was.
She's probably telling all her friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jake's done that.
Yeah. Oh man, that's like that one lie I did to our mate Ant when I told him that they were putting a McDonald's in Terrigal. So they're open. This is before they had any commercial. Weren't allowed to have any commercial businesses down there. It was just all.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, they've got approval to put a Macca's there. And he's like, oh really? Yeah. And like I hardly ever get him with a lie. Like he can read me pretty well.
Yeah.
And I got him, and then about I don't know, a month later, I was like, hey, remember I told you about that Macca's thing? And he's like, yeah. I go, oh, I was just joking. He goes, fuck, I told so many people that. Poor
now
bugger.
he's the liar.
Yeah. Poor bugger.
Oh,
Have you ever done any, or have you ever told any lies, big lies that you had to like hold on to for a time? Like, nothing crazy, but like that you had to hold on to for a while, or that got you in a spot of trouble, or that like maybe even got you into a positive situation, like anything like that?
No, I got nothing that comes to mind. I was thinking how I was thinking of how different we are to our parents. That's what I was thinking.
So what do you mean?
Well, just they like our dads were like badasses, weren't they?
Yeah. So our dads were mates when they were probably our age or younger, and they used to go out and have a bit of fun. They used to probably drink and fight and do some bad stuff, some fun stuff, like old school,
Yeah, that's what it was. And then it's only like one generation, the change of like from them to us, and we were like 100% not that at all.
No, we're soft. We're as soft as you get. Like, have you ever been in a fight?
Oh, in like primary school and stuff, but not real ones.
No, not real ones. No way. And I avoided it at all costs.
Yeah.
They used to go out looking for it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Who is the toughest guy in the room? And then go and try and fight him.
Yeah. That's wild.
Do you reckon they look at us and like go, oh, how did we ever have such soft sons?
I reckon they did for a time, and then it got to the point they were just like, oh, actually
that's just who they are.
They did it right. That's who they are. Yeah. I reckon there was like a good 15 years they thought we were gay. 100%.
Yeah, for sure. I think it probably would have started as I stopped playing footy.
Yes, that's when it happened, definitely.
As soon as you start, you're not playing footy? You're not fighting? What's going on?
So if you rang your mum and said that, she would have a different reaction.
Oh, yeah. My mum would be like very meticulously thinking about it. It's like going, no, you couldn't have. You couldn't have. Like, I saw you eat them. No, that's not right. That's not right. Like,
my mum's straight to like, you on drugs? Fucking hell.
That was so...
Shit. Oh my God. That's embarrassing. I'm actually embarrassed. I'm sweating. I'm embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed that often, to be honest.
That was the photo friend segment.
Yeah, next episode, you're on, mate. We'll do it easy too. We won't do a family member because that was really hard. We have to work up to that. I just realised.
Oh, it's going through my head now. Just going, you could pick like people in my phone that could really affect me in the short term as well.
I'll pick someone that I know. So
okay,
So it's not too hard until we get right into it.
I was like, it'd be so weird if like you say you like rang my boss or something like that and said, it'd be so awkward to tomorrow. Because will you ring your mum after this and say, "Oi,
no way,
this would be pretty G-rated for her"? Hey,
oh no, she knows I'm an idiot. So I was going for a walk the other day with our mate Dennis, And he was telling me, this is off topic, but he was telling me about this little system that you and your family have in regards to Woolworths reward cards.
Oh yes, this is dynamite.
And I'm not big on that stuff. Believe me, I don't like all the rewards and all that sort of. To me, I don't want anything to do with it. But what he explained to me was absolute genius. Could you let us know what it is?
So the rewards point, you can either every whatever it is, 1,000 points or something, 2,000 points.
Explain what it's. So
you collect points when you do your shopping. Scan your items. You got a card and it builds up points, and you get to a certain amount of points. You can either choose to have $10 off that shop or bank it for Christmas.
Really? So it's an actual thing you can do.
Yeah. So I banked for Christmas, but I also took photos of my card and give it to the family members, and everyone scans the one card, so we accumulate all the points, and then Christmas is free. So last year we saved up $1,000, and that paid for all the food at Christmas.
This is a genius hack.
It's so good.
So I just want to say that clear. So you save up all your reward points, and you get all your family members to use the same rewards card, so that at the end of the year, Christmas is free.
Christmas is free.
That's genius.
That's right. Yeah. And it's so good. Unlike me and the mother-in-law, we go and we get a trolley each, and you can get anything you want. Like to spend $1,000, it's pretty hard actually.
And you just get ingredients because of your upbringing.
Yeah, I get like bags of flour, sugar. I can make anything I want. Like we get everything. It's like we're chucking in hams, like the works. It is so good. And I don't know if anyone's done it before, but if you get a free, it's like a blank check with a shopping card at Woolies. It is a very liberating feeling.
Really? I don't know. I don't know what that feels like.
Oh, it's like when I first moved out of home.
Yeah.
When I first did that shop, donuts and ice cream.
Wow. It's like, yeah, wow. That is amazing. I'll never do it, but I admire you for doing it.
And like we have like a bit of a group chat, and I'll send through things. Because I am the holder of the card, like the digital thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say we're up to like $320. It's month 4. We're like $50 behind where we need to be to make 1,000 for the year. And I'll say like if they got 10 times points, I'll let everyone know. I go 10 times points this week. So, shop up big, do your laundry, shopping, all your toiletries.
Oh, it's an actual.
It's a thing.
It's a syndicate.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a pyramid scheme.
You've got a Woolworths Rewards Point syndicate going on.
I hope we do not have the Woolworths CEO listening.
Do you know what? If this comes out, it's over.
Get his number. Ring him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ring him. Say, hey, mate.
Tell a lie.
Yeah.
I do it all by myself.
Tell the truth. It'll be harder. Anyway, that's good. I love that. That's a genius hack. Save money.
Yeah, I do like it. It's good fun.
I'm still shaken up from the thing. I'm calling my mum. I will have to call her after this.
Oh, she's going. He's into it again. I don't know what he's doing.
She went straight to like drugs. I haven't taken drugs since I was a kid. Yeah. Oh, good. Anyway, is there anything else you want to say? You're all good.
Off camping.
Off camping. You're off camping
Tomorrow, yeah.
Camping again.
I go twice a year with the same guys, so it's usually an autumn and a spring.
Yeah, nice. That sounds like hell.
So yeah, this one is not an Airbnb. This one is take your swags, and it's a bit of a free for all.
Cool. Let's finish the episode with a couple of yuck or yums. Ready? Yuck or yum. People who phantom. That's you. That was literally on there.
Was it?
We talked about that. It's so good.
Love them.
Yeah, because me too. I love too. Anyway, we know that. All right, yuck or yum. When someone says, "You do you."
Oh yeah, I hate anything new. Actually, I can't stand new things, and I can't stand people that are into things.
What? What? I can't. You just said I can't stand anything.
When just people. I don't know. I think it might just be passionate, but I don't know. It's people that are into things. I just it annoys me. I like to find out like through the kind of the back door people's passions and things. I don't like it when people just start blabbering their passions and get a bit preachy about it.
Yeah.
It's so I kind of shortened it to saying I just can't stand people that are into things.
You don't like anyone. Yeah. That's what you're saying. You only like a certain amount of people. You said that earlier. There's only a few people and things that you like.
Yeah, and it's dwindling. Like I find that
I feel honoured that he's here.
My circle is getting smaller and smaller. Every year you're just culling more. It's like just not that anymore.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic. He said what? Toxic.
Gone. Yeah. He's into kiteboarding now. Done. I'm done with it.
Yuck. Yuck or yum? Oh, this is a big one.
Snowboarding.
Oh, yuck.
Hate it.
Oh, just like I don't even know. That's not even a thing.
I don't know why I thought of it.
No one likes snowboarding.
It's one of my. I used to kind of enjoy it, but I can't stand things that have a lot of setup. Like you got to drive to the snow. That's why I like surfing because you can be doing it in 20 seconds.
Yes.
I can get in the car, drive down. I'm doing it in like a minute from my house.
Yeah.
To go snowboarding, it's like a 6-hour drive. All your gear, you're either wet, cold, your gear breaks. It's the worst thing.
It's also the stereotypical snowboarder is a fuckwit. Don't you reckon? Like the stereotypical surfer, I can deal with that. Stereotypical footy player, I can deal with that. Stereotypical muso, I can deal with that. The stereotypical snowboarder is just too much.
They talk about the goggle tan.
Kyle.
How many days they do down at the snow? Like I'm up to 20 runs this year, 20 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's another world. I just found it frustrating, the whole thing. Gear shits me as well.
All right, here's one. So this is one that's been annoying me recently. So it's a yuck for me. Yuck or yum, meticulously. Sorry, I said that one. Sorry. Yuck or yum, elaborate water bottles.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yuck or yum?
Hate them.
Yuck or yum?
Yuck.
Why?
Because it feels like you're doing some kind of secret handshake to open them up to get a drink. It's like, how do I get into this thing? It's like, it's locked. What's the code?
People are carrying them around now like they're trophies. They're just like, look at this. And they're getting bigger and like, just why are people using these big water bottles for?
Why can't you just refill the Mount Franklin?
And they've got all these patterns and they're dangling them around. Oh my God.
It's a statement. It definitely is.
Killing me. I love getting drinking from toxic plastic. Like just so easy and then throw it away. Ruin the environment. I don't want to look like an idiot.
Straight in the red lid. Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway. Oh shit. Well, that was fun. That's good. That's a wrap.
That'll work.
Episode 2 done. Get ready for episode 3 because you're going to have to call a friend and tell a lie. And we'll see if I still have the beard and the hair next episode.
I think you'll be clean shaven. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
After the phone call with my mum.
I think she stole the show, actually.
I think she did. All right. Well, thanks again. See you. I've got to press this button. And
this one?
No, that one there.
1, 2, 3.
Always, it's a podcast.